Hello, and welcome to the Super Fun Podcast. Today, I'm joined by no one. Today's a strange episode as it'll only be you, the viewer, and myself, as no one else could really make it this week. But everyone it's been a busy week for most people, so at the end of the day, if the show must go on, and it's just me, then the show will go on. Anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, being my week. My week was pretty alright. Our wonderful nation of Canada turned 151 years old as of July 1st. So that's as many years as there are Pokemon in the first generation in Kanto, and that's pretty neat. Anyways, I went to the beach over Canada long weekend, and I enjoyed my time out there. It was much needed. I needed some time at the beach, and I've been longing to go back to the beach, but won't be able to do that this weekend, but maybe I'll try and squeeze it in a couple more times this month before summer's out, of course. As for other things, I got back into PUBG, mostly out of curiosity to see how the game is now that I haven't really touched it in a few months. Overall, I think the game is a lot better now. More specifically, the UI is a lot better. It's a lot more improved and a lot less cheap looking, almost. They replaced the menu music, the main menu music, which was before just this kind of kind of dumb track that was kind of forgettable and all that. But they replaced it with something that was almost like they took the Battlefield theme, but made it more boring. It's very esports, in a way, in a sense. It's not great menu music, and as for the game itself, playing it is still PUBG. It's ever janky as ever. But it seems those months off haven't really changed much as for my skill in the game, which is, while not great, is better than I'd say average. I'm just a little bit above average. I'm actually getting kills. I'm not just coasting my way through the entire thing. Though cowardice is the best way to play that game. Don't get me wrong. I will be a coward, and guess what? I am top 5 by the end. While you, with your 5 kills, died like 25 people ago because you were greedy, and I was hiding, and I am alive, and you are dead. Anyways, planning on catching up on some stuff. With plenty of people been hounding me to get on it, I'm probably going to watch Ant-Man tonight, and then hopefully get a chance to see Ant-Man and the Wasp sometime within the coming weeks. And during that time, I hope to also watch The Incredibles again, so I can kind of get, the gears turning again. Be reminded of past events going into Incredibles 2, which I still haven't seen, but I need to get on that. And I will get on that once time is on my side. Anyways, that's pretty much it for my week. Some things unfolded last night, but I won't go into details as those are personal matters. Anyways, let's get into some news. This is the quickest we've ever gotten into news, going out for weeks. And yes, this will be probably the shortest episode of SFP ever, but I mean, when you're only one man, and you're not Bill Burr or Joe Rogan or, creative, you kind of have to make do. Anyways, news. First topic being Castlevania finally has its Season 2 drop date, and that will be October 26th, right before Halloween. So, very, I won't say on the nose, but it's a good time to release that kind of thing. It's a good time to release Castlevania. In a tweet from Mr. Belmont at Castlevania on July 6th, raise hell. Season 2 is a bloody nightmare. Join our awakening October 26th, only on Netflix. And there are a couple of accompanying screenshots that really kind of drive home this idea that this is definitely set during Symphony of the Night. So I am very much looking forward to this. And if we could also get a more news on what Season 3 will be dropping, that will also be much appreciated. Moving on. Bleach fans rejoice as Jump Force announces that Bleach will be including 3 major players, being Ichiko, Rukia, and Aizen. It's been a while since I last paid attention to anything from Bleach. I think I'm trying to remember what episode exactly I stopped watching it, because I know it's a specific episode. I think it was when the Quincy guy was walking into the shadows, whatever. It was episode 86 or something. It was sometime after the Soul Society arc, when they're probably moving one of those in between arcs, where you're going from one arc to another and you can't exactly jump right into the next one. So you gotta have this null zone where you tell a bridge story that leads into the next arc, which I think was a Quincy specific arc. But yeah, this is some pretty good news as Jump Force is bolstering its roster. Obviously, there's some questions heading into who else could possibly be included. I think some characters that would be easy choices for this are Jotaro Kujo and Dio, and probably young Joseph from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Someone also brought up the idea of One Punch Man making an appearance, Saitama. Mainly because in the original One Punch Man was it was a webcomic made by One. But in its reissue, it was done by Yusuke Murata, redrawn and everything. Still written by One. And I believe Shonen Jump did publish that, the reissue of One Punch Man. So they're well in their rights to probably include Saitama, Genos, and someone else maybe. Maybe Moomin Rider. That would be a good pick. I would love if Moomin Rider was in there and he was just kind of like a joke character, but he's still inspiring. Hell yeah. That would be great. Yeah. I can't think. Yeah. There's a lot of properties within Shonen Jump that you can include. So, looking forward to getting my hands on this game at some point, though. Some Soul Cal news. Talene is returning from Soul Cal 2 to Soul Cal 6. Her design is mostly the same, really. I know a lot of people weren't sure she would make it back into this, mostly due to the game's timeline being set obviously in the past. So I was like, should she even be really around during this part? But who knows? If Zalsamel's there, that means there is time shenanigans going on. So this timeline might not be as important as some people are making it out to be. But yeah, this is I'm still looking very much forward to what's coming to SoulCal, obviously. Sorry, there's just a couple things that are just popping up out of nowhere. Liam just sent me a message. I just said, "Oh shit, rip me." And I sent him. We'll jump into this story. I sent him info that amiibos for Smash Ultimate will include reprints of some unicorns, being like Marth, Villager, Lucina, all the hard ones to find, ones they didn't really print a lot of, but you can find 1 billion Robs now, so fuck. But including in that reissue of old amiibos is new amiibos for it, which should still have the same base, so don't worry, buddy. Pichu and Ice Climbers will be getting figures, as probably will Daisy and any newcomer, really. They'll all probably get an amiibo. Like, that would be kind of crazy if they didn't include characters with amiibos. I'd like a Solid Snake one. But make sure you make that ass defined. I like me a defined ass. Yeah. This is that's pretty good. I like that. Idris Elba is going to be in the. It's going to be apparently he's penned in as the villain of the Fast and the Furious. Side movie spin-off about Hobbs and Shaw, called Hobbs and Shaw, starring Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, as played by Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. I think that's a good foil for them, because those two play very hothead characters, and if it's going to be a movie where they're butting heads the entire time, I think a more collected, calm, and suave character would be a pretty good foil for them. And Idris Elba brings all those kind of factors and more. I just hope they give him as cool of a name as like Stacker Pentecost as he had in fucking Pacific Rim. Like, that's a fucking kick-ass name. Hell yeah. Yeah, give him a cool name and make him a cool character. That's really all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much, but if you meet the basic needs, then we good. I'm just checking my emails right now. I'm seeing that fucking Epic Games has been constantly sending me emails about help protect your account. Apparently there's been a lot of unsuccessful attempts on my account, even though I don't even use that account anyways. I should just go ahead and try and delete it if I can, because I have no use for an Epic Games account, because Fortnite sucks and I'm not into it. There's also someone seeking a investment partnership, so anyways, last story, one that I find very interesting, is that a legendary Japanese visual novel, 428 Shibuya Scramble, is coming to the West, finally, after probably about 10 years of people clamoring for this game to come out West. 428 Shibuya Scramble is a visual novel by Spike Chunsoft, the makers of 999, Zero Time Dilemma, and the Zero Escape series. Virtue's Last Reward, and also the Mystery Dungeon game. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's a game where you jump between many different protagonists. You're all trying to solve various mysteries that are happening within Shibuya. In total, there are like 85 different endings to the game. So it's a deep game, and I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on it. It comes out September 4th, 2018. So get hyped for that. Yeah. And don't just write it off because it's mainly FNVs. Like, it's well acted. It's a good goddamn game, and you should be supporting good games, not bad games. Support good games, please. That pretty much. Well, there's actually one more story. I believe Ty put this one in. This one's coming from Kotaku, and it talks about the Kill la Kill game. So Arc System Works is releasing a Kill la Kill game, which obviously is going to be in collaboration with Trigger, and it's titled Kill la Kill the Game IF, or IF. I'm not sure if it's IF or IF. The game is currently slated for a 2019 release, and it looks fucking kick-ass, really. I believe this is also being led by the U.S. studio. Like, Arc System Works U.S. studio? I'm actually not sure. I'll look into that a bit. It looks like a 3D fighter as well, with that patented Arc System Works style and flash and panache. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to wherever this game is going to be. Anyways, emails. Well, we don't have any emails, but you can send an email to thesuperfunnetwork at gmail.com. That's thesuperfunnetwork@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at RealSFN. You can find us on Facebook at The Superfun Network. You can follow us on Instagram at Superfun Network. And that's pretty much it. I killed it in 18 minutes. And that is all she wrote. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you next week.